right. Good morning, Mr. Quintero. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Anything that we need to know?
The officer found an open bottle of tequila in the rear seat of the vehicle.
Okay.
0.07 though, that could balance it out.
The breath results were 0.086 and 0.07.
Any prior DWIs? Does he have a license?
No
He does have a
prior,
license.
no prior, Your Honor.
You know, anytime there's an open container in the car, if it's proven at trial, it's a minimum of 6 days in jail flat. To any sentence that you get, and I would venture a guess that is damn elementary, you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using alcohol or illegal drugs, including marijuana, you will be arrested. You will go to jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? Yes or no? Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Herman. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, then likewise, I will revoke your bond. Do not pick up any new cases. Do you understand? Okay. I'll have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Judge top of 15, Ruiz, come on up.
Luis,
Good morning,
Luis,
Yeah.
Ms. Casanova. Happy Friday. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks. What is your last name of your client?
Luis.
Ruiz.
you're calling up everybody to come through this way right here.
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. Sir, you're charged with liquor consumed during prohibited hours. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Okay.
On April 25th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was working in an undercover capacity at a location where they received an anonymous tip that the location was serving alcohol during prohibited hours. Officer observed 2 bartenders serving alcohol after 2:30 a.m., which is during prohibited hours. Officer observed defendants at the bar corner entrance, observing patrons. Officer also observed defendant to have a cashier box in front of him.
A what?
A cashier box. And putting money into it, as well as to taking money out after every liquor sale. Officers were able to purchase beers from the bartenders after 2:30 a.m. Officer observed defendant to be acting as a manager, as he would periodically direct the bartenders to make liquor sales to patrons. He also walked around and checked in with the DJ, security, and several patrons from time to time.
The information says did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, and knowingly, while the holder of a retail dealer's license, permit to consume an alcohol beverage on the licensed premises at a time prohibited by the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Code. Did you say what time this was?
Yes, Your Honor. It was after 2:30 that the alcohol was served by the bartenders after.
Okay, now, I didn't hear anything about him having a retail dealer's license. Because as part of the information, you have to prove to me that he also has or at least show some kind of.
Your Honor, there's nothing specifically in the DINs.
Okay, I'm going to find there's no probable cause to go forward. Be careful, Mr. Ruiz, okay? Life's way too short, all right?
Yes or no?
Please. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Happy Friday.
All right, Judge top of 3, Cabrera.
I'm showing homeboy has a felony warrant. Do you mind looking into it for me, please?
Yes, sir.
This is Mr. Caballero, CAB. Mr. Caballero, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Good morning, Sean.
On April 24th in Harris County, officers located an occupied stolen motor vehicle. Officers conducted a TCIC, NCIC check on the motor vehicle and it returned as stolen out of Lamar PD. Traffic stop was conducted on the motor vehicle as a high-risk stop. The officers observed the defendant in the back passenger seat. In an inventory search of the motor vehicle, recovered a 9mm handgun that did not have a serial number on the back passenger floorboard in the defendant's reach. Miranda warnings were read, and the defendant later advised officers that he had been picked up by the others in the motor vehicle and went to shoot a video and was holding the handgun and then put it down in the motor vehicle. At the time of the arrest, the defendant was under 18 years of age.
How old?
Under 18.
He's under 18.
At the time of the offense, is what he didn't say, Judge. I'm showing that he is.
Last year in March, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. 3 months later, robbery, and now unlawful carrying of a weapon. Mr. Caballero, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now going to put a GPS monitor on you, and I'm giving you a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You're going to jail now because you have an open felony warrant. But if you do bond out, did you get a PR bond in this case? You know, let's. No, he's got a surety bond. Okay. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. Does he have a license to drive, Sean?
You check it, Judge. I'll have a list on that. He does, Judge. Not eligible.
This is an affidavit that you're going to sign with me today, promising me two things, Mr. Caballero. Number one, that you're not going to drive. You do not have a Texas driver license. You are not allowed to drive. Also, I'm putting on here that you're not to have any weapons. If I find you with either, I will have, and I can have a contempt hearing. Every time you violate it, it's an offense in and of itself, punishable by 180 days in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand? For now, I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. You will sign your bond conditions, and after that, we're going to put you in jail. Goes with you.
I'm just confirming that you revoking his bond.
No, I'm not going to revoke it, but he has a felony warrant, so he's going in. So curfew, GPS prior to release, 7 to 7 curfew, no weapons. Any co-defendants?
Yes, Judge.
No contact with any of the co-defendants in this case. No alcohol, no drugs, random testing. I think that's it. Thank you.
All right, Judge, bottom on 3, Canales.
Mr. Canales, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On April 25th in Harris County, around 9:15 that night, officers dispatched to a residence to investigate an assault family member call. Upon arrival, the officers observed the defendant to be in the driver's seat of a motor vehicle with the motor vehicle on and running, keys in the ignition. Officers observed the defendant reverse the motor vehicle and come to a stop at the roadway. Upon contact, the officer observed the defendant to have an odor of alcoholic beverage and red, watery, bloodshot eyes, swaying and unsteady balance. The defendant admitted to officers to drinking multiple beers as well. SFSTs were conducted, 2 out of 6 HGN, 2 out of 8 walk and turn, and 1 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC was read and refused, and a blood search warrant was executed and blood was drawn.
Does Mr. Canales have a license to drive?
He does, Judge. It's eligible.
Okay, Mr. Canales, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication because it's a second offense. I'm now also putting a restriction on your license that you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. We send notice to DPS in Austin so that every police officer in the state knows any car you drive it's supposed to have an interlock. And if they catch you driving one without one, they will take you to jail. Do you understand?
Is there,
It's just, you have the right to remain silent, exercise that right. Whatever you say now is not going to change any of the conditions that we put on at this time. Don't use any alcohol. Don't use anything that has alcohol in it. Don't use illegal drugs. Don't drive without an analog. If you violate these conditions or you pick up a new case, I will put you in jail. This is not a revolving door. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand? Okay, we are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'll have you go to Victoria Center reset. You'll get with Roxanne for your bond conditions or Veronica for your bond conditions, and then you're out of here. Come on.
All right, Judge, Taco 6, Dorn. Bottom.
Dorn, come up. All right, move on.
All right, Judge, bottom of 7, Ford.
Is it in the queue? Mr. Ford, you were charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Got it. Okay, thanks. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 24th in Harris County, officer observed a motor vehicle with expired registration and unconfirmed insurance. A traffic stop was conducted. The defendant, the driver, was identified by his Texas driver's license. Officer observed a strong odor of marijuana from the motor vehicle. Probable cause search of the vehicle found 0.105 ounces of marijuana in the front console. Miranda warnings were read, and the defendant later admitted that the marijuana was his.
Mr. Ford, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I have bad news for you. You were on probation in this court for an assault family member. You've now picked up a new case. I'm now filing a motion to revoke your probation. You will now go to jail. Deputy needs to go with you. I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today and I'll have you talk to a lawyer, but you're on probation. You picked up a new case. No, sir.
All right, Judge, top of 9, Hawkins, can you come on up?
Ms. Hawkins, you're charged with the offense of harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
There was just coming directly from the DIMS on April 24th, 2026 in Harris County. Officers were dispatched to a disturbance unknown weapon call at 4700 Wenda Street, which is an apartment complex, the leasing office of the apartment complex. The complaining witness stated that she resides in an apartment unit 2 floors above the defendant's apartment unit, and that the defendant texted her phone on April 24th around 12:49 in the morning, asking if she was awake. Complainant stated that the defendant keeps accusing her of having sexual interactions with the defendant's boyfriend, and that the defendant continued to send her messages about having sex with the defendant's boyfriend. Complainant stated that she was in fear for her life and her children's life due to the defendant making statements for her to come outside and telling her that she has something for the complainant. The complainant stated that she took the defendant's statements as a threat because the defendant is known for fighting other females at the apartment complex over the defendant's boyfriend. Complainant stated that before she contacted the police, she saw the defendant's other friends pull into the apartment complex in a vehicle, making threats to her and one of the property leasing assistants as well. And the complainant stated that she wants to pursue charges.
Okay. Ms. Hawkins, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? I'm telling you now that I'm going to protect my community at all costs. If I have to put you in jail at a very high bond, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Do you understand? When I mean no contact, I don't care what the reason is. I don't care who told you. I don't care who started it. That includes if she reaches out to you, do not have any contact with her. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am?
No.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? You're facing 6 months in jail. Are you working at this time? How do you support yourself?
My son, maybe about that, my mom.
How old are you, ma'am? Have you ever had a full-time job? It's time again for you to start working. When people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive. You don't get to just have a court-appointed lawyer and sit at home and do nothing all day. You must get a full-time job. And I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well between us. Do you understand? Deputy is going to give you an application for a court-appointed lawyer. I need you to fill it out. And then when I bring you back in 2 weeks, I want to see 30 to 50 applications for jobs. Come on. Do you mind filing those conditions, please?
Already filed.
Thanks.
All right, Judge, next is Papa Stan Johnson. Come on up. His audience, right this way.
You said top of page 10, right?
Johnson, there's only Johnson and Steve. They don't be first names.
Which one?
Do you have an arraignment?
This guy.
Counsel, do you have an arraignment? Let me try to get to the arraignments and then I'll hit you up with quite a bit. You're Miss Johnson. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Johnson, it's a theft.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On April 23rd in Harris County, officer dispatched a theft call at Walmart. Finding witness advised the defendant concealed merchandise and pushed the basket out of the main entry and exit, bypassing all points of sale without paying. Defendant was then confronted and detained. Total for the items was $124.27.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to go to any Walmart whatsoever for any reason. If you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Okay, did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am? Okay, deputy will give you an application. I need to know everything about you. We'll see, or hold on a second, hold on. I've got one. Don't worry about it. I've already got one on file, so we can just appoint our lawyer. I'm going to have you sign a reset. I'm going to have bond conditions created for you to sign. Do not leave until you sign them, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Please.
All right, Judge, bottom of 10.
So no Walmart.
Judge, excuse me, the application can be fresh.
I know, but who needs to go do other stuff? You are Melara?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you're charged with operation of a salvaged motor vehicle. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
On April 24th in Harris County, officer observed a motor vehicle with no license plates. Officer conducted a traffic stop. The defendant, the driver, stated that she was in possession of the motor vehicle for a few weeks and was en route to get temporary plates, that she had a salvage title from the seller on Facebook Marketplace. The defendant advised that she works at Bell Furniture, which is not a manufacturer, car dealer, or import distributor.
Okay, say it again.
That last part, Judge, it's
So wait, what was the stop for?
no license plates on the vehicle.
Got it. So
And then a salvage title, she's not a car dealer.
does she know that it was a salvage title?
The I believe she says that.
Yeah, take a look.
Yeah.
I don't
Defendant
know.
further stated she had purchased the vehicle through Facebook Marketplace a few weeks ago and was provided with the salvage title by the seller.
Got it. Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Does she have a license to drive?
There is no driver's license on file.
You are not allowed to drive, not unless you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, and that is a condition of your bond. And if I find that you drive without either, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No.
How do you support yourself?
Oh,
Okay. I guess I need you to fill out an application. I need to know how much money you make. I need to know who you live with and how much money the person, it's whether you qualify is based on household income. So you fill it out. I'll take a look whether you qualify. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't violate these conditions. I'm ordering you not to drive and you're going to sign an affidavit promising me you're not going to drive. You understand? Okay. Marco, you ready? Come on,
Oh, yes.
bring your guy.
You bring him up.
Please.
Some Spalding, Judge.
Okay.
States conditions on the hospital.
Yeah, no driving. Mr. Spalding, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, perfect.
I don't know how many thefts you have on your record, but a third theft, you're facing a felony charge. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. There are no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, correct.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Okay, good.
So next is table 11, Moore, come on up.
Every time you miss court, we revoke, triple, quadruple, quintuple the bond, and that's going to happen every single time. You miss court next time, there'll be a couple zeros added to the end of it. Do you understand? Yes or no? You're facing, or you're charged with failure to identify oneself, providing fictitious information. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Do you have a lawyer today, ma'am? Okay, I'm going to appoint you one. Your case is 430 days old. We set cases for trial at 180. We are fast tracking your case for trial. I'm going to have you sign a reset and then I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box, ma'am.
All right, Judge, bottom of 12, Perez. Perez.
Perez Patino, come on up. You speak English? Okay, toma asiento. We'll get a translator. Toma asiento.
All right, page 13, Profit.
Mr. Prophet, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. You need to get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of a protective order against you. That is one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you understand? When I mean no contact, I mean no contact of any kind. I don't care if she reaches out to you or he. I don't know who the complaining witness is, but any issues, you're the one that's going to go to jail and there will be no more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? We're going to reset your case, give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. No weapons, no contact. Once you sign that, you'll be free to go. Come on.
Alyssa, do you have an arraignment?
No, I don't. Do you have an arraignment? Do you have an arraignment?
Yes, I do.
Come on.
I know, Judge.
Hi. Do you mind bringing your client up?
Yes.
Bottom of 9, Judge.
Is it spelled correctly or incorrectly? Did you see how it's spelled?
No.
Do we need to do a name?
Judge.
Take a look, will you? Because there's an N in the middle of this. So that's what leads me to believe it may be,
That's correct.
it is correct?
Yes,
Okay.
Judge.
Sir, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On April 26, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched in regards to an assault at Bush Airport. Complainant who works at the airport stated he observed a known vehicle that solicits rides to be parked in the limo area. He approached the vehicle to get its information. The defendant blocked him and prevented him from seeing the information, then punched him in the face on the right cheek, causing him pain. Defendant stated he was waiting to pick up a customer when the complainant came at him and pushed him. Defendant said he told complainant not to record him or take photos of the car. Defendant pushed him back, then drove away. Officer observed video footage of defendant reaching out and hitting complainant in the face.
Got it. Okay. Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons, and not to go back to Bush Airport. You understand? If you violate these conditions, I will order your arrest, put you in jail. no more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? Yes or no? I need to know that you speak English and that you understand. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You do not have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Michael and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do not pick up any new cases. Do you understand? All right, we'll have you sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. I'm going to get your bond conditions. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Great to see you,
Good
Michael.
to see you, Judge.
Please.
The bottom of 14, Rojas, come on up.
Alyssa, do you have something fast or? Is it-
Just a question.
Shoot.
For amended law conditions, do you require that defendant is here in person to sign the new conditions?
No,
Oh,
no. A lot of times we waive it, but it depends what you want as to whether they need to be here or not. It's not just cookie cutter.
Okay.
So is it on docket
It
today?
is not.
Yeah, I got to do everything that's on docket and then afterwards I'll talk to you. Happy to do it. Mr. Rojas, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Can I get the clause number?
It's 261-6734.
On
You
April-
speak English, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
On April 23rd, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for unconfirmed/expired insurance. The defendant admitted the motor vehicle was not insured. Officer observed in plain view a loaded black color handgun on the right front seat, not inside a holster.
Okay.
And defendant does not have a license to carry.
What about license to drive?
I can run his license right now, Your Honor.
That'd be great, please. Okay, Mr. Rojas, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as the condition of your bond. While this case is open, you're not to be in possession of any weapons. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You understand? You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, and that is also a condition. I don't care that you drove here. If you do, you may not drive anymore unless you have insurance in your name and it's able to be verified. You understand? All right, we are going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. Once you get your bond conditions and they are signed, at that point, you'll be free to go.
Bottom of 15, Saldana.
Did you say bottom of 15, right?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Saldana, you're charged with, I'm sorry, Miss Saldana, you're charged with assault of a assault. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On March 15th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was working an extra job at Imagine Venues when he was approached by staff regarding a possible fight between patrons. Complainant stated she was assaulted by two females who took her to the ground and stomped on her. Complainant stated she was walking out of the establishment when she bumped into a female who then immediately struck her in the back of the head with a closed fist. Complainant was then assaulted by the second female and lost consciousness. Complainant identified defendant as the individual who initially assaulted her. Officer observed complainant to have red markings on her face, and she stated she felt pain and discomfort. Defendant stated she got into an argument with complainant who was then assaulted by a man who was with, and defendant had injuries on her face. Officer viewed video footage of complainant walking out of the establishment and accidentally bumping into defendant, then defendant striking complainant multiple times with her right hand. Complainant did not strike it.
This is at a club.
Yes, it looks like it's in an event space.
What time of day or night was this?
It was at approximately 2 a.m.
You know, we have here a fifth case, all violent cases, all having to do with violent activities. And I wonder if there's one indisputable fact in every case. Miss Saldana, As a condition of your bond, you are ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not consuming. You will also get a curfew of 9 p.m. If I find that you're out. You're not allowed to go to bars. This is not a negotiation. This is not a negotiation. You just had a Berghab, terroristic threat, mischief, and another terroristic threat. No further nighttime activities. Do you understand? You violate these conditions. I'm telling you now, I will make your bond so high you'll have teeth falling out. I will protect my community at all costs. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are, what age, gender, nothing. But it's high time. Bars, nightclubs, event spaces, over. You will get a GPS monitor on one ankle so we know where you are at all times. And the curfew is 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Your other ankle, you'll get a scram monitor so we know that you're not consuming alcohol. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, including marijuana, you will go to jail. I'm going to make your bond high because I will deem you a public danger. Do you understand? You are not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. You're not to be in possession of any weapons. You're not to go back to this event space, and you're not allowed to go to any place where 50% or more, 51% or more of alcohol is the primary sale. You go to jail. You have a job, Miss Saldana.
Yes, I-
What kind of monthly income do you have?
That's something I'm bringing about once a month, 1,000.
Deputy will give you an application, so we'll have you fill out to see whether you will qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. I don't know who you have in this life, Ms. Saldana, but if I make your bond $50,000 to $100,000 and you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you'll be stuck like Chuck in jail with me. And I'm telling you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 call. Do you understand? There are no mistakes in this life. There are choices. You either make a good one or a boneheaded one. Do you understand? All right, come on.
Okay, Perez, Pacino,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Yeah.
You are Perez, Mr. Perez.
Is he okay? Yes.
You are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officer was dispatched to a person asleep at the wheel on 610 freeway. Officer observed the vehicle running in park with the defendant asleep at the wheel. Defendant was the sole occupant of the vehicle and was parked on the main lanes of the highway. Officer observed two open Modelo 12-ounce cans in the driver console. Officer could smell the mild odor of alcoholic beverage and observed defendant's eyes to be glossy. Defendant stated he had two alcoholic beverages, then later stated he had four. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walking turns, and 2 out of 4 one night stand. DIC was read and defendant provided a breath sample. Results were 0.08, 0.108, and 0.144.
Mr. Perez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Does he have a license to drive?
We do not have a license number, Your Honor.
You are not allowed to drive. You do not have a Texas driver license. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and every time you drive, it's an offense punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do not drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. You will get a handheld device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. If I find that you consume alcohol, likewise, into jail you go. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be in custody for many, many months. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir? How do you support yourself?
I'm working, but I'm not making too much money.
How much is not too much?
$800.
Okay, that's nearly 3,000. What other, who do you live with?
Yes. I have my family 4 weeks.
I'll have you fill out an application. I need to know how much money you make. I need to know any spouse, any other income in the household. If you're married, any persons who live, if there's any income from them, I need to know as well. And then I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. Deputy will give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box, sir.
There's no driving application?
Yeah, it's over there. Okay, come on. He needs to come up here to sign a no driving affidavit.
Last name, Profit.
Aguila Barrera.
Property gets it over, you reset and your copy is confidential.
One more thing, please. You were Aguilar Barrera.
Yes, sir.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. It looks like they have removed you from the pretrial intervention program, and you've now worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You were pleading guilty to this offense. Is this what you were understanding, what you were doing at this time?
Yes, sir.
This charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, it's now a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new offenses that you pick up. You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to this offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow this agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck. Thanks. Please. Okay, thanks. Please see the clerk. Ready?
Yes. Stand still. Come on.
All right, good morning, sir. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Where's the trespass from?
Confirming your honor, it looks like it was. It looks like it was in a apartment complex. I'm looking at the address just to confirm.
Okay, Mr. Stansel, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to go back where they had trespassed you from. If you go back, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Okay, deputy will give you an application. I need to know whether you qualify. I need you to fill it out for me. Once you do, we'll take a look to see whether you qualify, okay? Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please.
State,
Just no go back.
Is your honor.
state, can you follow, bond conditions for law?
Top of 19, Stewart?
Yeah.
No.
You were Mr. Stewart. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay?
On April 26, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to Canal Street in reference to a vehicle stalled on a railroad track. An officer had observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from defendant's breath, and a wheel witness stated that defendant was driving the vehicle as they had left a local McDonald's and observed him getting out of the vehicle after getting stuck on the train tracks. Officer observed strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from defendant's breath, and defendant stated he consumed 1 Cutwater prior to driving and was coming from a party. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 3 out of 8 walk and turn, and 1 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC was read and defendant provided a breath sample. Results were 0.071 and 0.077.
You said the only thing he had was the odor of alcohol, right?
And he admitted to consuming alcohol.
So? I mean, if you can't justify anything other than the odor of alcohol is insufficient. So, are you losing?
Those are the only signs.
Yeah, I'm going to find no probable cause to go forward. Be careful, Mr. Stewart. Life's way too short. You know what I mean? Really? Okay. For your mom, I'm going to find no probable cause, okay? Just get your son. Okay, please.
All right, Judge, bottom of 19,
Okay.
Thompson, come on up.
Mr. Tunson, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney appointed. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 26, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer observed a vehicle failed to signal and failed to turn in the nearest left lane when making a left turn. A traffic stop was conducted and defendant was identified as the driver. Defendant stated he had been drinking 30 minutes ago, having consumed a beer and the party prior to the stop. Officer observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage from his breath and red bloodshot glassy eyes. Officer observed defendant to be unsteady on his feet. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 8 out of 8 walk and turn, and defendant refused the one-leg stand. The IC was read and defendant refused to provide a sample. A blood search warrant was executed.
Does Mr. Thompson have a license to drive?
I can run his license, Your Honor.
Please. Mr. Thompson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Because it's a second offense, I'm now placing an additional restriction on your driver's license. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, you will go to jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
His license is eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Thompson, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No.
What kind of income do you have coming in on a monthly basis?
Right now, I'm just on social security.
Okay, I need you to fill out an application for me. I need to know everything about you, and then I'll take a look to see whether you qualify, how much money you have coming in, any other sources, if you're married, what they're making, because it's based on household income. Please fill it out and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. Okay? You're going to sign a reset. Eventually, you'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, we'll just have you take a signature box, please. He's financial, yeah.
All right, just next year.
So we need guardian interlock. It's a second, so.
Papa 20, Willis, come on up.
All right, Mr. Willis, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 25th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer observed a vehicle with no rear license plate. A traffic stop was conducted and defendant was identified as the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. Defendant stated he was coming from helping his brother out, but would not provide where he was headed. Officer observed slurred speech, the mild odor of alcoholic beverage, and delays in answering questions. Defendant also swayed when walking towards the back of the vehicle. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 4 out of 6 HGN, and the defendant did not complete the walking turn or one-leg stand. DIC was read and defendant consented to a blood draw, and blood was drawn.
Okay. Any prior DWIs?
No prior DWI, Your Honor.
License?
His license is eligible.
Mr. Willis, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, illegal drugs, including marijuana, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
I'm telling you now that you're going to get tested probably 40 to 50 days. If you test positive for anything, it's just not going to go well for you. This is not a revolving door. If I have to put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance. If you don't have insurance in your name, then likewise, no driving. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? What do you do for a living?
I work in the kitchen.
Okay. And what kind of money do you make a month?
I say,
Okay. Deputy will give you an application. I need to know how much you make from all sources, whether you're married, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, all income coming in. I'll take a look to see whether you qualify and then we'll see. You're going to sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions and then we'll have you take your signature box. Hi. Happy Friday. What's up?
4.
The look sometimes that you give me, it says so much. Okay. Casares. Okay.
So just arraignment, I'm not contesting PC.
Okay. Casares, come up.
And I've already detected my complaint, which is like on the condition. So he should be fine to access.
Mr. Casares, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Okay.
On April 25th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer observed a vehicle turn on Hogandahl Road rapidly accelerate, causing the tires to spin and create a cloud of smoke, then accelerate to a high rate of speed. Officer reached speeds of 80 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone to catch up with the vehicle. A traffic stop was conducted. Defendant advised he had a firearm and marijuana in the vehicle in his backpack. A search of the vehicle was conducted. Marijuana and 2 Glock 19s were recovered, as well as a cocaine baggie and Xanax.
Okay. Mr. Casares, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Does he have a license to drive?
I can run his license.
You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to be in possession of any weapons. If I find that you do, if you're a danger to my community, Mr. Casares, I only have one place for you. Do you understand? I'm not asking for much, man. I want my streets safe. You endanger it, it's just not going to go well for you. This is not a revolving door. You will not get PR bond for PR bond. If I have to throw your butt in jail, it's going to be with a high bond. You understand? Okay. So they're going to file conditions for you.
His license is eligible.
Great. We'll just have you sign a reset. I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. Once you sign them, then you'll be free to go. Kavita. Which is whatever date you want for the felonies, and then,
You're the same as the felony.
sure, of course, and then waive the appearance and everything.
Thank you.
Hey, I haven't seen Slider around him. Is he all right?
Correct, and he's,
You still,
yeah. just,
Okay.
Been in and out of hospital, so I can come and
tell him hello. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Okay.
Okay,
And
thanks.
Your Honor, for bond conditions, that's.
No weapons, no driving without insurance and a license.
Yes, sir.
Top of 16, Dalton, come on up.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail because of the high blow. You're facing, like I said, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Okay.
On April 25th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to a crash regarding a vehicle that had hit a tree on Richmond Avenue. Defendant was standing next to the driver's side door with the keys to the vehicle in her hand. Officer observed glossy bloodshot eyes and the mild odor of alcoholic beverage from defendant's breath, as well as slurred speech. Defendant admitted to drinking one alcoholic beverage and being at a club prior to the accident. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 6 out of 6 HDN, 3 out of 8 walk and turn, and 2 out of 4 one let stand. The IC was read and defendant provided a breath sample. Results were 0.157 and 0.158.
You said there was an accident, right? Is that
Yes,
what you
she
said?
hit a tree, Your Honor.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Does she have any prior DWIs? Was there any alcohol in the car?
No prior DWIs, no alcohol to be clear on.
Okay, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be tested. If I find that you're consuming either, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license. You must also maintain liability insurance in your name. If you don't have car insurance, likewise, no driving. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they cannot get a hold of you, likewise, into jail you go. We'll have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go. Thanks.
All right, Judge, top of 6,
Dang, stop.
Dornay.
Is it Dorn? Dorn. Ms. Dorn, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 24th, 2026, officers were dispatched to an assault in Harris County, Texas. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm reading the wrong one. On February 3rd, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, complainant was at a wholesale store and advised that defendant entered the store, went to the fragrance department, selecting several bottles, and exited the store without paying. Total stolen was $1,329. Officer reviewed footage of it.
Was she with anyone?
There's no indication that there was a co-defendant here on.
Ms. Dorn, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to go to any Alta whatsoever for any reason. If you do, if you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond. Ms. Dorn, you're working now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 already within 2026. If you so much as violate any condition, you pick up a new case, I will deem you a public danger. I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond high. Do you understand? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have bond conditions created for you to sign. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Come on. There's no going to any Alta. Alyssa, you ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you got a cause number for me?
Yes, it's going to be 255-0326.
Okay.
Your favorite.
Enlighten me, please.
So,
And okay, go ahead.
contextually, I have provided the state, well, technically they provided me the surveillance. I just sent back to them to show them that it wasn't even my client on surveillance for that. I don't know if they looked at that yet. That's the context. Mr. Watson has been working at a delivery service that uses July 2025. Their hours are 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. right now.
I'm not giving him any. If he's asking for time at night, no.
Yes, Judge.
No.
He wanted me to ask. I knew the person was on here. I told him I would ask.
And quite frankly, I'm ready to set it for trial. I mean, their cases are super old. It's just one thing after the other. What's the deal, Pickle?
Two new cases, Your Honor.
Well, no, the surveillance.
I haven't had a chance to review surveillance yet.
I mean,
No.
so it's on for next week. It's on for 5/5, which is Tuesday, right?
Yes, Judge.
Let's keep it on for that setting. Do your diligence, get it to them because,
Sent to eval, we haven't had a chance to look at it.
okay, over the weekend, please just take a look. No talking, man, please. Just take a look over the weekend so that way try to get it to them before we, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Hi. Last name of your client?
Green,
Green?
yes, it's a BDR. There was, it looks like there was one that I uploaded.
All right, they're gonna get a scram today. Any further,
Yeah, I would just like to say that, you know, she has entered into AA. She's been doing AA.
Great,
She's doing some things. She's in school.
she's gonna get a scram today, man. She tested positive. She has a DWA that was dismissed less than a year ago, man. Come up, Miss Green. She's lucky she's not going to jail, you know, really.
Absolutely understand, Judge.
You were lucky that you're not going to jail, Miss Green, and I'm putting now a scram monitor on your ankle. Any further violations will result in your bond being revoked and you will go into custody. You understand? I don't give a rat's behind what the excuse is. Okay, we'll continue supervision. He gets a scram today. Thanks, guys.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, come on up.
So I'm here on an off-docket matter. My client is here today.
Okay,
It is case number 261763. Mr. Robert? Sir?
so 2617.
2617630. And there's a 634, which is a UCW, but it's out of the same term.
Coming up, sir. Sir, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay.
On April 29th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer referred to be undercover and observed motor vehicles participate in 3 different street races on 610, ranging from the 3500 block to the 6000 block. The motor vehicle race included a Corvette, Mustang, and a Charger. In all 3 races, all the vehicles slowed down to a speed of 20, 40 miles per hour in 60 mile per hour zone.
Were they side by side?
They were not, Your Honor.
Does not state when it's in. But they're just side by side, Your Honor.
Of course.
The vehicles then accelerated to the speed of 100 miles per hour. All races were captured on video. A traffic stop was conducted. Defendant identified by his Texas driver's license and had a loaded handgun in possession.
Your Honor, you know where I'm going on this.
Yeah, but I mean,
Side by side, they had allegedly witnessed 3 of these. At no point does the officer or the deputy involved in this ever say that my client was side by side with any of those vehicles, whether they accelerated or not.
let's do this. I don't have time to get in a huge formal, let's have a formal hearing on Monday. I'm going to have him come back Monday and then I'll give you as much time as you need and we'll go forward and we'll delve deep into it. I just got to line people.
I mean, the code is the code. It's not.
I get it, but I want to do a deeper dive as well. I'm not going to just, I want to look at the code. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to give them a chance to do a further argument. I'm setting your case for a formal hearing on Monday. We will address it at that time. Now, you're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance. Do not race, perform any reckless driving, donut street takeovers. Otherwise, you will be arrested. You will go into custody. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just have signed conditions. We'll let you go and we'll see it on Monday. And then we'll.
Could we actually set it for, I believe it's set normally for Tuesday. so
Yeah,
we
do
can set
it
for
then.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Just do what you need to do. Get any case law and then you two, and then we'll
Sounds great.
do a deep dive then.
Sounds good.
Okay,
I have briefly just reapproach on this journey.
Sure.
Ms. Veronica wanted me to let you know that, Judge Singer didn't use the usual.
okay. I'm ordering her to get a scram now.
No, yeah,
No, so these conditions were by Judge Singer and he did not for random drug testing and I know it's your.
That's okay. Please put it on. That's what we always do.
and while we have that, he also did require the AA, if we're gonna have her on a scram.
No, I'm not going to require the AA. Yeah. Okay, hi. Come up, Ms. Reingold.
I have Mr. Barr on docket. He was said to address me, he's not present.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, maybe excuse.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Hi, come on up.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Last name is Martinez.
Okay.
He's in custody.
That was just trying.
Oh,
28, 29.
yeah, you're going to have to give me a second. Let me address them because I'm going to have to bring him out. He's got a.
You got a few.
Yeah, okay. Hi, come on up.
Real quick, Judge.
Yes.
I've got Mr. Darren Ford, who's in
Okay.
custody. I think he needs a bond set on the MAJ. The allegation is that he got arrested for marijuana,
Yeah, I'll set it at 5,001.
5,001.
Yeah.
I think it was set at 1,000 originally.
Uh-huh.
He's not working right now. He says he gives plasma to get by.
What do you want?
I want
Within reason.
2,000.
3,500.
I mean, I think that's on an MAJ. That's,
I mean, I can see if the new allegation was aggravated robbery, like it's possession of marijuana.
all right, 3,501.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
all right.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, secondly, Ms. Susanna Saldan,
Okay,
she's in the box right here. And you've given her bond conditions, and I believe you stated that you wanted to have two ankle monitors.
Yeah.
One for curfew and one for a screen.
uh-huh.
And so Judge, as far as the curfew is concerned,
No, no,
well, but we're just asking for a change of the times.
I understand.
She works for NRG as a janitor, and her hours are from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night.
Bring me proof and we'll talk. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
going to take her word for it.
We'll
Bring
get you
proof,
that on
like
Monday.
actual letterhead, legitimate, not something on a bar napkin, and then we'll talk. And
Will do.
we'll tweak accordingly, but I'm not taking her word for anything.
Gotcha.
I mean, with all that we have.
I understand.
Okay,
All right, we'll do that next week.
see you Monday. Okay, hi, Mr. Whiteside, come on.
I have a PJ from Mr. Smith.
What, I'm sorry,
Mr. Smith,
what about him?
I'm a PJ.
Oh, okay. Mr. Smith, come up. All right, Mr. Smith, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. This will now reflect as a conviction on your record. After today, you will now be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new DWIs that you pick up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will sentence you to this agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir. Please see the clerk. Thank you, Mr. Whiteside. All right. Hi, Lindsay.
I have an English minister plea for you on Johnson.
You have a plea too. Johnson, come up.
He's gonna go to election on the first one, of course, and we're gonna have to do it.
This is the theft, right? Ms. Johnson, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for 2 days. You need to understand this will now be a conviction on your record. A third theft, you're facing a felony offense. You understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Is this what you want to do, ma'am? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to it. Good luck to you, man. Thank you, Lindsay. Justin.
May I approach?
Yeah.
I have three to approach on. One of them is beyond, this is on the docket. You
Okay.
came On Wednesday, you gave her PR box, you turned herself in, you verified that. She got the ankle monitor on this morning. You need to get your question reset.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Hawkins, I got this morning, it's a harassing communication, she got bond conditions.
Yes. No contact with the complaining witness and no weapon.
You're fine with that, the state was aware when they asked for those bond conditions that she lives on the first floor of the apartment building, that the complainant lives on the third floor. And they're not asking for her to be relocated or anything, she just, while she lives there, can't have contact with the complainant.
Right.
You understand? Okay, and then Ms. Moore, Carol Moore, I'll also got this approach on that, it's an older.
Yeah, that's an old case. So it's a failure to ID. Is discovery complete?
I'm checking right now, Judge. I have an offer on it.
Great. We'll give you one setting. It's nearly 450 days. We'll give you 30 days. At that time, she's got to be here.
Okay.
And then we'll
So
clear trial. Mhm. Yeah.
Thanks, Judge.
Have fun, Justin. Great. Have a great weekend.
Hey,
Hi.
Judge, one more time.
Okay, it's okay. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Judge, I'm
Double.
actually here on a case that was set on Monday, but we're going out of the country. So if we didn't hear problems.
Yeah, for sure. What's the cause number?
Cause number is 2617
Okay.
274. They
Peralta. Okay. Is Mr. Peralta here? Come up, Mr. Peralta. All right, Mr. Peralta, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You speak English, right? You're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
And Your Honor, I haven't had a chance to review the DIM, so I have to.
Go to it. Do it. Do it now.
On April 26th, 2026, officer dispatched in reference to possible criminal mischief call. Prior to officers arriving, defendant exited the residence and entered into his vehicle, which was parked in a roadway. Upon officers' arrival, they observed the defendant in the driver's seat of the vehicle, which was stopped in the roadway of the 300 block of Witter with the engine on and transmission in park. The defendant was the only occupant of the vehicle. Officers had the defendant exit the vehicle and observed the defendant to have red, watery eyes, slow, slurred speech, and the strong odor of an intoxicating beverage coming from his breath in person. The defendant admitted to officers that he consumed 2 to 3 beers and came to the location because of an argument he was having on the phone with his wife. Officers spoke with the reportee of the criminal mischief, who advised that defendant had showed up to the residence to retrieve some personal property and was arguing with someone on the phone and became agitated and began to throw items and attempted to damage the television. Defendant exited the residence, entered his vehicle. She was able to maintain a visual of him in the vehicle until the officers arrived. The defendant admitted to operating the vehicle and arriving at the location after leaving through a rustic where he drank 3 12-ounce Bud Light beers. The defendant also advised he had no injuries, no physical disabilities, head injuries, not requested or contacts, and takes no medication or drugs. During an inventory of the vehicle, officers located an open container of a 12-ounce Bud Light can located in the center of constant cup holders. The can had liquid inside and liquid on the rim. The vehicle also had liquid spilled throughout as it had a strong odor of intoxicating beverage. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walking turn, and 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. Defendant's, sorry, Your Honor. DIC was read and defendant refused to provide a sample. Blood search warrant was executed.
Mr. Peralta, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your. Sure.
Okay. First of all, Judge, it says possible criminal mischief. He's in his house.
He's not charged with that.
Right, but that's the reason they approached the vehicle allegedly. They don't know My client had not committed any traffic violations, he was just parking the car. There's no reason for them to come and have him step out of the car and begin a DWI's investigation.
Well,
And that's exactly what they did.
they're following up on a criminal mischief investigation. Can't they not go over there, get information, and then go seek to find who he is or where he is to investigate further?
According to the summary, they had to make some vehicle needed. And then they conducted the DWI investigation at that point. No description. Yeah, no description, we have of the defendant. He didn't say anything.
No, she said, the wife said, yeah, he did this, he just got in his car and he took off. That's what she said.
It actually wasn't his wife, Judge. That wasn't
Or-
with the wife, it was
Girlfriend or,
somebody, whoever it was.
is that right?
I'm going through the names, Your Honor.
Let's do this. He's not on docket today. I have a bunch of other people still to do. Let's do this last. Let me deal with them because they're on docket and then
Thanks,
just hang tight for a second and then we'll come back. And it'll give time for her to even go more. Come on.
How you doing, Judge? I have Della Cruz, Strickland Williams.
Okay.
Hi, Della Cruz, come on up. Judge, we also have an.
Mr. De La Cruz, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You speak English? You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
On April 25th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to an accident. Officer on scene advised that when she arrived, she observed two motor vehicles that had crashed head-on. Officer advised that motor vehicle one had crossed over the middle lane onto oncoming traffic and struck another vehicle. Officer observed the driver still sitting in the driver's seat upon arrival. Defendant had slow responses and was unbalanced and advised that he had smoked a joint 2 to 3 hours ago. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 0 out of 6 HGN, or 0 out of 6, sorry, 0 out of 6 BGN, but did observe a slight spasm during HGN. 8 out of 8 walking turn and 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. CIC was read, provided a blood sample, results were 0.0. Defendant consented to blood draw and blood was drawn.
Mr. De La Cruz, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand? You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license or liability insurance. You must maintain both. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. Do not use alcohol. Do not use illegal drugs. Do you understand? Okay, we'll have you sign a receipt. We'll have you sign your conditions, and then you're free to go. Please. Hi, are you ready?
There's number on the
Okay. Do you need a brought out?
Yeah, it's good.
Please.
She was
Lindsay, do you want to talk while we're waiting?
It's a Spanish plea. So I can make it.
Let's do it. I mean, because it's going to take a while to get them out. Come on. Ready? Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done.
To confirm that his benefit, Your Honor, is that time served.
Yeah, yes. This is, but you need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there forever. This may have grave immigration consequences on you. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. Do you understand? Do you still want to do this? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. Like I said, you give up the right to appeals. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to it. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
90-day license suspension. Okay. All right, come on up, Ms. King. Okay, I'm assuming that you're asking for a bond. Your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I have to get to know you in about 20 seconds to see, should we set you a bond? Are you a dangerous person? If we set you a bond, everyone says that. Everybody and their brother says that, right? But paper tells me who you are. I don't know what kind of criminal history you have. I have no idea what you're charged with, but that goes into a lot as how we decide what to do. State,
Your Honor, the parties have agreed to a bond.
okay? What's she charged with?
Ms. King was wanted out of Santa Rosa County, Florida for a probation violation on a larceny grand theft of $750, less than $5,000, which shows to be a felony there. I don't see any criminal history for her.
Okay,
Aside from this.
yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
And so the parties agreed to 2,500.
Sure, I'm okay with that. So understand, I will set you a bond, but you need to understand, you don't get multiple chances at this. You get one opportunity to do the right thing. That means you go to Florida and you turn yourself in, not, all right, I'm going to go next week. I'm going to go tomorrow. As soon as you get out, you need to make your way on there, because if you try to get there the last day and something happens, it doesn't matter. If you fail to turn yourself in, we give you 14 days from the date of your release. If you fail to do that, I'm going to revoke the bond. I will set it at 0 and I will not give you another one. I'm going to get you because you can't run forever. And this time I will hold you here until Florida gets you. You understand? Okay, done.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Top of 11, Miller, come on up.
What time did Mr. Miller get here?
He was running like this is like that. This is way he's still in.
Where do you live, Mr. Miller? Mr. Miller, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On March 15th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to a traffic stop that was conducted on North Freeway. Defendant was observed traveling 120 miles per hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone.
My God.
When the traffic stop was being conducted, defendant braked and almost caused a collision with the officer. Officer made contact with defendant and detected a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from his breath and or person. Defendant stated he had consumed 2 Don Julio shots an hour prior to the initial traffic stop and was coming from a club. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 4 out of 6 HGN, 3 out of 8 walking chart, and 0 out of 4 one-night stand. DIC was read and defendant provided a breath sample. Result for 0.143 and 0.145.
Does he have a license to drive?
Yes, Your Honor, he has a license from West Virginia. I'm running it right now.
At 120 miles an hour, I'm now ordering you not to drive, Mr. Miller. Do you understand? If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, likewise, I'm going to put you in jail. You have already missed court once. Every time you miss court, we revoke, raise the bond, and it doubles, triples, quadruples, quintuples. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
How do you support yourself?
Actually, it's recently they're good job. So.
Okay. Do you mind providing them with an application, please?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. We're going to give you an application. I need you to sign a reset, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box, sir. Okay, come on up. Are you ready? Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
I straight wall. I was supposed to go ahead, sorry. It's actually Monday. I didn't get a chance to get it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on, let me get them out of here because don't go. Sam,
Hey, Judge.
do you mind hitting the sound bar? There's a power. There's a power.
Can you hear me,
Hold on,
Judge?
Sam.
It's on, Judge.
Okay, what are we doing with Cooligan, man?
So I emailed John. He's out of the office. We're just waiting on the contract, Judge. He's already got the interlock on. So once we have a contract that we can sign, then we can move forward.
What do you mean you're waiting on the contract?
I don't have the PTI contract. We've completed the T-RAS.
So how do you have the interlock?
Because he had it as a condition of bond, so we already have
Oh.
that on.
What's the deal, Pickle?
I've got from April 15th is the last note I have, Judge, about the TRAS, IOP, application saved. I can email Kenneth Henry and see where the contract is.
Yeah, do you mind?
Yes, Judge.
Let's set it for late next week, Sam. Okay, we're gonna email Kenneth now what's going on, okay?
Okay, good. And can we waive Mr. Cooligan's appearance for that?
If he paid the DA, well, he hasn't paid the DA fee. Just get the contract, pay the DA fee. If he's got everything done, then yes, okay?
Okay, all right, thanks, Judge.
How about Thursday next week?
Sure.
Thursday good for us?
Judge,
What?
if I have to be here for that, but my daughter does have cancer treatment that day.
Okay, I'll waive it. What day do you want next week?
Friday, can we do Friday, Judge?
Friday? I'm gonna waive it regardless. Yeah. Okay, just all you have to do is pay the $300 fee, and that's the last thing you gotta do, other than sign the contract.
I already did that.
Huh?
The one I paid next door?
No, it's something different.
Okay, no.
Yeah, so we'll have you sign a reset. We'll get out. I'll let you talk to your lawyer and he'll explain it more to you, okay? I'll waive it for the next one though. He's here, Sam, but yeah, I'll waive it, okay?
Yeah, just tell him to call our office.
All right, bud. Good luck.
Thanks, Judge. Thanks.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Kobe,
Yes, Judge.
who's your client?
So I have Miss Murphy, Demetria Murphy. She's got a bond violation. I was in there earlier talking with her. I just had to hop back to my office.
Is Miss Murphy here?
She was in the jury box.
Come up, ma'am.
Judge, it's 5 skips. I did speak to the pretrial or, folks there in the court. She told me that 4 of these were kind of late blows. One of them was a miss. So
I'm gonna put a scram on her ankle now. You will get a scram on your ankle now. If you have any violations further, you will go to jail. Do you understand? There's absolutely no tolerance going forward. Okay, hey, we'll give you just a normal reset, Kobe.
Okay, it's pretty early case, Judge. I appreciate that.
Give me, hold on, let me get your date.
Sure.
Vic, what do you say?
Judge, he originally had 6
You want to keep 6-9?
That's fine. That'll work.
Okay, done. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we're gonna have you sign your pretrial conditions. Michael,
Commissioner Connor.
come on.
And Dr. Matter Garner, Mr. Brandon Knight, you had ordered for him no driving. He asked to scram on his leg. He got the interlock open to remove it. You said no. He was wanting, can we get a removal order for the interlock in the contract?
What does he have now?
He has both the scram and the.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the one because he's got a scram, so we'll know if he's gonna drink.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And also, Mr. Calvani, we approached about could he go for the religious holiday and he's done all the classes, Your Honor. He's done everything.
I don't know. I don't know. It's already 12:20. I have to get out of here because I got my daughter back in sick. Can we talk about it Monday?
Was hoping to see you again, but it's all right.
I don't know. You give me a second because come on. 5 minutes. Sean, come on.
Yes, Judge. So I'm just gonna straighten it down so it makes more sense. On April 26th in Harris County, an officer dispatched 309 Witter Street in reference to a possible criminal mischief in progress involving a known suspect, Jose Peralta, that was breaking property and quote, going crazy on the report call. Prior to the officer arrival, the subject exited the residence and entered a motor vehicle parked in the roadway in front of the residence. Upon officer arrival, the officer observed the defendant in the driver's seat of the motor vehicle, stopped at the roadway with the engine on and in park. The reportee of the criminal mischief advised that she did not want to pursue charges, but advised that the defendant was arguing on the phone, throwing items, and soon after exited the residence, entered the motor vehicle, and she maintained visual on him in the motor vehicle until officers arrived. Officers observed the defendant to have strong odor of alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, and red watery eyes, and admitted to having 2 to 3 beers and operating the motor vehicle. An open 12-ounce Bud Light was in the center console with liquid inside and liquid spilled throughout the vehicle. SFSTs were 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walking turns, and 2 out of 4 one-night stand. DIC was read and refused. Blood search was conducted through the warrant. License not eligible.
If I can read the summary, basically what it says is, Sorry. Says upon police arrival, Officer Watson observed the described subject. There's no description. given.
He's talking about him. He's
I-
talking about Mr. Peralta.
I'm just reading what this says, Judge. It
Yeah,
says
okay.
described subject. I mean, there's no description given in the call or anything. That's my point. There's nothing that they ever described what the subject looks like. So it says they observed the described subject here and after the defendant in the private vehicle of Durango, which was stopped in front of the house, with engine on, transmission and park. The defendant was the only occupant of the vehicle. Officer Watson and other officers had the defendant exit the vehicle. Number one, there's not a description of the defendant.
He sees him at the apartment and he sees him get into the
No,
car.
that's not what it says, Judge. That's
Did you
what it
not
says.
say that?
The reportee said that she observed him exit the residence and enter the motor vehicle, and the call was for quote Jose Peralta, a known suspect.
Right, it's 10 o'clock at night, Judge, remember, this is nighttime. They're approaching in the middle of the park vehicle. They haven't seen him get into the car. There's no real description of him. And the first thing they do, they come and get him out of the car and tell him, hey, you know, we're ready to be done this.
She points to the subject who it is,
It
right?
doesn't say that.
So the reportee advises that she had seen him enter the car and maintain visual on him in the car until they arrived.
And that's after.
Did she tell the officer, oh, that's him?
I'm just going to read straight from the dibs on it. The reportee advised the defendant showed up at the residence, retrieved some personal property, was arguing on the phone, was agitated and throwing items, attempting to damage TV. Soon after exited the residence and entered his vehicle, and she maintained visual of the defendant in the vehicle until police arrived. The officer contacted the defendant is the next sentence.
There's nothing in there that they go to her and say, hey, that's the guy right there. Nothing, there's no facts like that. As a matter of fact, that, what he's saying about the keeping an eye on her doesn't come toward the end or toward the middle of the summary.
Aren't they allowed to go investigate?
Well, of course they have a right to investigate, Judge, but they don't know who this guy is. There's no description given of the defendant. They went and spoke to her afterwards. And she apparently she must have said, yeah, I think visual on it, but there's nothing that they went, there's nothing in the facts which indicate that they went and spoke to her and she said, yeah, he's right there in the car. Now, yeah, if that's the case, if they say that, then that's okay. I understand. That's not what happened. They just went to the car, took him out, began an investigation. And that there's no probable cause for the stop, Judge. There's no violation of any traffic. There's no traffic violation that he's committed.
Well, the point is that
There's
the
no-
investigating to see if this is the person, right? And a lot of times they'll get the person and then they'll take them back to the scene. Hey, is this who this person is that did this?
But
You
they didn't
know?
do that. They took him out, they had him exit, and then they began a sobriety test. And then afterwards is when they spoke to her.
I do have the dings that upon a police arrival, Officer Watson observed the described subject, the defendant, in the driver's seat of the vehicle.
That's my point, there's no description given of and the, as a Jim summary.
I don't know.
So we would argue that it's a call out for criminal mischief for a known suspect, Jose Peralta, who reportedly keeps eyes on the suspect sitting in the car. And they then arrive and see him in the driver's seat and then take statements on the scene during the investigation, which then they get clues with DWI when they go up to him in the car. Start the DWI investigation from there.
Again, the reporting, there's nothing here.
I mean, this is probable cause. It's such a low burden, you know? It's beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a completely different standard, you know? But for probable cause purposes, all they're doing is investigating, you know? And to try to put one and one together, they get them and do they go back to the scene and to try to identify that this is the person?
So from my reading of the DIMS, it's two residences right next to each other and the car on the roadway outside of it. So it's the call to that location and then all that happens basically like.
Does he drive at all?
No.
He's in the, so it's operations and the vehicle's on in the park in the road. So that's what they.
Does anybody see him drive? Does she see him drive?
From the DIMS judge, it's.
No, Judge. And there is an issue with it because the car was on and not, right? Obviously, the evidence will show it. When we look at
Well, he's saying the car's on, but
With the engine on and the vehicle in the park.
does she see him drive at all?
Just double checking the Jim's judge, so the court.
There's nothing indicating that she had it.
Just says that he entered the vehicle and she maintained a visual on him.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna find no PC.
He also admitted to driving from one location to the residence.
That's after he was arrested.
But that's something for trial purposes, for a motion to suppress, not for purposes of probable cause. This is probable cause just to see if there's enough to go forward.
It does say that, yes, Judge, I'm sorry, I missed that. The defendant admitted to operating the above described vehicle and arrived at 309, where after leaving 308, where he drank 3 12-ounce Bud Light beers.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna find PC then. I don't keep me. Come up. Mr. Peralta, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. You're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Because it's a second offense, you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, I will revoke your bond. Do you understand? Okay, we're going to have you sign the conditions, and then after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, please. All right, come on up. Yeah.
I think the coroner needed work from you to remove Mr. McKnight's, Mr. Knight's interlock.
Yes.
So that he can offer through trial services, he has it.
He voluntarily got it.
Oh, yeah, then, yeah,
Okay. all right.
yeah.
It says that can't.
Yeah, he's got a scram. Okay.
And then
The other guy?
He has completed his SOP, his effective decision making in DWI review offender service since the last time he came. But he hasn't paid his DPS, so he owes $1,426.
Wow. He owes a lot of money and, you know, how long is he going? Does he want to go?
for 30 days.
Did he do the community service? Last time we were here, he hadn't even started it.
I haven't been able to confirm that he's enrolled in community service because the lady was out of office. But I see he's enrolled with the Eastern Foot Bank, but I haven't been able to confirm that he's.
What are the dates of your trip? Not happy with you. You're still not in compliance.
Dates is from tonight to the 4th,
To the 5th of what?
5th of next month.
Okay, I'll allow you to travel for the month. We're going to check back with you on the 6th to make sure that you're back. If you're not back, it's not going to go well. You understand? Okay, all right, done. Have a safe trip. Guys, I need you to bring someone out, please. It's Martinez, right? Okay.
And I also do have a gentleman here out of custody that's, we need to approach your bonds.
Who?
It is Mr. Tunson, Gary Tunson.
We've already done everything with Mr. Thompson.
We have, Judge, however, I would like to request him to have it affordable and a non-driving.
No. He's driving a car. He's going to have to put the interlock on the car.
Well, the issue is, Judge, he's gonna have to rebuild. He's not gonna have it much longer.
I don't know that for sure. If that happens, bring me proof and we'll talk. But until that point, I'm not going to trust that he's not going to drive without alcohol on. I don't want to take that kind of risk. He's going to have to do it. If it does get repoed, bring proof and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Jeff.
Of course. Hey,
Real quick, my client doesn't have a vehicle, but it's driving.
he had a vehicle that he
All right.
pulled over. He's got to put it on.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not going to trust it again.
Okay.
Hey, can we go to the list?
Bottom of one, top of two.
5,002 on both. And then the bottom of two as well, 2501.
Oh, okay. You got it.
Mr. Martinez. Over and over and over and over and over. Some people just don't. 8/18/25 theft. 11/4 failure to ID. 11/4 DWI second. The next day, another theft. A month later, criminal mischief. And somehow while I'm bond for all that, now another theft. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 open cases. Sorry, 6. And this is not my first rodeo with Mr. Martinez. I have had him on here at least 4 different cases, and all those cases at 7505, because at least 5 different occasions he's failed to appear for a court. You are a flight risk, Mr. Martinez. And I will now set each of your bonds at what's reasonable in light of 6 open cases and that he can't come to court.
Well, Your Honor, I don't have an excuse for you, but I do have an explanation I'd like to give you.
No kidding.
If I may. In the past, unfortunately, he had stumbled into some homelessness due to some issues with him and his wife. He broke up, he got kicked out. That led down to some snowballing effect into couch surfing and bad decision making. However, he's now back with his wife. They have a place. He's got a job at a landscaping for a business. He's doing his own landscaping on the weekends to make some extra money. I do have contact with his, contact number for his wife and his. We are absolutely willing to do GPS monitoring. He understands, we talked in detail about this court's position on bond violations and missing court. I understand the court's hesitance, so I'm not asking for a PR bond. However, he is indigent, and him and his wife do have a couple kids together, and he's the breadwinner. So I would like to ask this court if you'd be open to it for $1,000 bond. Sure.
Yeah, that's okay.
With GPS conditions, and we're willing to go by curfew.
That's cute. No. Each of your bonds will be set at 25,006 because I find by clear and convincing evidence there are no non-financial conditions that will suffice to get you to come to court and to protect our community. You have 6 open cases, and on 4 of the last cases that you've had here, you have failed to appear on 5 different occasions. Now, if you do end up posting bond, you will get a GPS prior to release. You will be under house confinement. You are not to drive. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And no contact with, tell me where are all the thefts from?
The newest theft is from Walmart. The one from October is also from Walmart. And the one from August is from Target.
You are not to go to Walmart. You are not to go to Target. And Mr. Leonard, I want to give you a brief that prior for anything on these cases, I would like to do a TRS to see how we go forward, because it's apparent that I just don't know what the correct way of going forward in light of the fact that, Mr. Martinez, let me give you a little perspective. In 1 year, you have picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cases in 1 to 1.5 years. I really don't know how to go forward, but I think that it would be prudent and wise to probably do a TRS to see. So there we go.
Will that be something issued about today?
I don't know. I mean, we can, if you'd like, I'd like to talk to him for you to talk to him to see how, but
Richard, yeah, we spoke already today. If we can get that started.
yeah, I think that's probably,
I'll get started on the,
okay,
on the cases.
thanks.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Top of 7.
Yep.
That's the one number.
2501.
Top of 14. Rodriguez.
Nothing, just keep going.
Bottom of 16 and top of 17. Council said you allowed to accept Monday.
Yes, yeah, that's right.